Hey guys, welcome back to Starkville YouTube channel. For this video, I have some amazing Harbor Freight coupons to share with you. Just posted on the website 96 new Harbor Freight coupons. Thought it's been a minute since we've gone through the old coupons and taken a look, see if there's anything worth running out to Harbor Freight for. Now, make sure you sign up for the email list right here for the Harbor Freight coupons because you may already be on Harbor Freight's email list, but notice the last email you got from them for coupons that expire on 10/1, it was about 35 or 36 coupons. I have 96 coupons here. You're missing out. You're missing out on all the coupons. Okay, so get on my email list and you'll get all the coupons and not just some of the coupons if you're a Harbor Freight shopper. So first off, looking at this first row here, look, bench grinder, it's Hercules. That's like their top brand, I guess, but 180? No. Not paying 180 for a bench grinder, so we're going to pass on that. Now this little cheap ass guy, back in the day with the coupon or even parking lot sales, you could get these for 99 cents. I got a bunch of them. They're rated at either 40 or 50 pounds. I can't remember, but I have the what used to be $100 with coupon battery charger jump box thing, the big stand-up one, and I've hung that on there for a couple of years now. It's definitely over the weight limit, and it's held up just fine. I also have one of those heavy as shit folding ladders, the like little giant style where it's got all the different positions, and it hangs on that just fine. So I really like those. These little caps fall off or break like almost immediately, but the rest of it holds up fairly well. Got a couple of items that we used to get for free, like the tape measure, the magnetic guy. The little fly swatter was free back in the day too, and it's not the worst thing in the world. One, it's a little difficult to use because most of the time the fly is on something and you will smash this thing if you just like whack it against a wall or against a table or something. So it's mid-air fly killing, which is a little bit more difficult, but I'll tell you what I actually did with this thing. I had a bunch of flies around the trash can one day, so I took some rubber bands and wrapped it around the button because you got to press a button to like activate it, and then I just hung it above the trash can. That worked beautifully. There was like a graveyard of flies below it after a couple hours, so you're welcome. Now this clamp would be actually something I would go pick up. It says it's normally only $3.49, but 6-inch quick release bar clamp. Can never have enough clamps. $3 seems like a pretty good deal for me. That would be one I would go get. Got a couple of different magnet hooks. You can never have enough of those. Always fun to have around. Little $5 light. It's okay. Uses disposable batteries. It's got the magnet on the bottom, which I wish was a little bit stronger. But mostly I'll shit on it because it's not rechargeable, and I don't want disposable batteries. Such a pain in my ass. Speaking of which, no one wants a 16 gauge extension cord. Nobody wants a 10-foot extension cord. It's 10 feet, it's 16 gauge. I mean, maybe you can run a fan on it. That's about it. No one wants 16 gauge extension cords. The sandpaper here, it's a 15 pack for $7. We pretty routinely can get 100 packs for around $10 to $12 on Amazon, so we're not real interested in that. I do like $8 for the locking pliers. We have the curved jaw 3-piece set. Looks like a little comfort grip handle on there. Normally 12 down to 8. Not too bad on that. If you have a Farm and Fleet by you, and you saw that video, we were in Farm and Fleet doing some shopping, they have a bunch of ratchet straps on sale. So I was able to get them for just a couple of dollars. Maybe worth your time. I like this Yukon 46-inch 9-drawer. Now, I have the Yukon with the cabinet doors on the bottom, and I wish I would have gotten this one. But still pretty good. Although the drawers, at least the top drawer on mine, it's so difficult to open that even with the casters locked, I'll pull the entire cart, cabinet, whatever, away from the wall. So I'm like, it's kind of excessively difficult to open this cabinet, which is somewhat annoying. 3-ton jack stands, I don't think those were the recalled ones, although, hey, you never know what the future holds. 120 on the 3-ton rapid jack. The little paint sprayer might be a good deal. I got that Max Spray one that, damn, what was the other? can't remember the name of the company, but they sent it to me, and that thing was a little bit more expensive, about $100 more than what this one was listed. But man, that thing worked beautifully. So if this one works like that, that makes painting so much damn easier. Got the welder for $99.99. That's not too bad of a deal. Ball joint service kit. Now this is really close to the same price that we'll see the Orion MotorTech one. If you went on to Amazon and just searched ball joint service kit, you're going to see 10 different options that are extremely similar, if not the exact same thing as this. So make sure you do a little price comparison before just jumping on it, because a lot of the automotive specific tools are readily available on Amazon as well, with prices kind of all over the place. So pay attention to that. Little chainsaw, pole saw, chainsaw on a stick, so I was technically right still. It used to always be $49.99, so inflation and everything. Things would get a little bit more expensive. If you don't mind being tethered to a cord, it actually works really well. Now, obviously, having to plug it in is a little inconvenient, but depending where you're using it, maybe you got a long extension cord, maybe you got a generator or something. I mean, it does beat the hell out of the money you would have to spend in batteries, because I got the Milwaukee 12 amp hour, I got the Milwaukee 9 amp hour, and a couple of 5 amp hours, and you're talking like $500 worth of batteries on top of the price of the saw, and I just go through those in like a half hour, and then you're just sitting there with your thumb in your ass like, well, what am I supposed to do now? I don't got to charge battery. So, if you can make it convenient as far as getting power out to it, there is some benefits to having the plug-in. I was just using my heat gun today. We're doing a little Power Wheels Barbie vehicle conversion. I know, don't ask, but it'll be videos on the second channel if you're really curious. Anyways, I had to use the heat gun today. I've had this thing for like a decade. Back in the day when I was primarily selling on eBay, I use this thing daily, so I've beat the hell out of it. It makes some weird noises once in a while, but it's still going strong. So at $9.99, that's a good value. Got the double jointed Braun Slim Bar light. Now, this is how the original one should have been. Why they didn't think that this was a better way to go, I have no clue. But if you're looking at the Slim Bar lights, definitely go with this double jointed one that can fold all the way in on itself. Only like $2 or $3 more typically, and definitely more functional for you. Got the wheel chock, $5.99. Miter saw at 119. Now this, I believe this was another recalled item, and I had one of these, and I think mine broke for sure, and I think it was the recall item, like, because I'm fat, there the post goes to this plate on the bottom, and it like cracked on one side, and then the whole thing flipped over, and I busted my ass, and that was just one of the many things that Harbor Freight has done to me that makes me salty. Miter saw stand for $149.99. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got some wheels on it. Gotta have wheels on your miter saw stand, otherwise it's trash. Angle grinder for $9.99. Can't beat that. Little beater one. You can smoke show it. We got a video of that from a couple of years ago. Thing just pouring out smoke. You think a fog machine was going or something. Well, if you want to spend a little bit more, you can get the power. Let's see, that was a 7 amp. Where's this other one? And this guy's a 4.3. Let's see, slide switch. Well, a little stronger motor. Table saw. Everyone should own a table saw. One of the most useful things you can get, I think. Unless you're working on cars. Wouldn't do you much good in that scenario. This thing is actually nice. It's gotten kind of expensive. I think it was $3.99 or $4.99 possibly back in the day. But I have two of these and keep them all winter on the Corvette and the Caprice to keep the batteries all charged up. And I've had them for many, many years and still working, so good little value on that one. Here's the 50 pack of sandpaper, still more expensive than what we can get a 100 pack for, so we don't care about that. 10-pack of cutoff wheels. It's not too bad. $5.99 there, so only about 50 cents a piece. This thing is terrible. And look how expensive it is. That used to be like $79.99. Now, can I give you a quick story on this? I bought this years ago because just having a wood chipper, because I have so many trees in the yard and all of them are dying. There was like, I think I counted one day, it was either 20 or 25 trees have died in my yard in the 13 years that I've lived here, which just seems ridiculous, but it's those Asian ash borers that just apparently had nothing but ash trees. Okay, so I bought this thing. I'm pretty sure it was $79.99. First off, it's like little itty bitty twigs that can fit in there. You can't fit anything, even like if it was the size of a quarter, no, too much. Can't do it. Okay, also, they have to be arrow straight. If it's got a little peronis to it, it ain't going in the hole. It's too crooked. So that was two problems. But you would put it in there and it would get jammed every single time. So what I'm thinking is if the motor's not strong enough to chip it, then the hole needs to be smaller so you're not even tempted to put larger branches in this thing. So I did like, I don't know, I did a bunch with it and it just got more and more frustrating and it would get worse and worse. So I ended up picking this thing up and body slamming it and it got all cracked up and broken. And then I glued it back together. I probably shouldn't say this out loud. And like the wheels were broken, and I stuffed some shop rags in them, so they were kind of backed around again. And then I glued it back together, and then I took it back to Harbor Freight and returned it. But it was a piece of shit to begin with. It's just it was worse off after I threw it on the ground, which is my typical reaction when things piss me off. I got some snap ring pliers with interchangeable heads at $2.99 was $4.99. Air hose 50-footer $27.99. But you know, they got this dead blow hammer, okay? 24 ounce, so that's like what, pound and a half or something? How many ounces is a pound? 16 ounces or a pound? $19.99. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe they've changed pricing since I've been there, but they have the orange dead blow hammers for like $5. Now, what with a dead blow hammer do I need to spend 4 times the money? And that's the coupon price. They actually want 6 times the money normally. Had pretty good luck with my little orange piece of shit. Worked well. Cheap. Does what I need it to. I don't know. Some of the stuff just... I really would like the shop crane. Man, it's foldable, which tilts the scale a little bit more. But I don't have the garage space for it. So if you have one, I'll just... Tell me some stories about how you used your shop crane, and I'll just live through you. Because I'll probably never own one. Although I have an engine stand, so I'm like halfway to being able to do some of those projects. Okay, $22.99 for the mechanic roller seat. When I first saw this one, I was like, oh man, that is a really good deal. And then I read the end. Tool only. Like, oh, it's not such a good deal. Only because, look, there's a lot of brands out there that have impact wrenches and various cordless tools, and I know they want Hercules to be their top of the line, and they've even extended the warranties now. They're not as shitty as they used to be. Used to be that 90-day stuff. Now you get the 5 years. Okay, this is very good. But if I'm going to spend $150 on an impact wrench, it's not going to be something I'm buying at Harbor Freight. Sorry, not doing it. Not going to happen. But that is the latest, almost 100 new coupons. So make sure you get on that email list when they do their little weekend coupons, where there's either a free item or 20% coupon, 25% coupon. Sometimes they do the 30 off items under 10, and the Inside Track Club members get 30% off items under $20. Any of that shit. Whenever it comes up, post it immediately. You'll be the first to know. That's why you need to get in on that email list. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure to give the video a like. And we'll be back with some other tool deals here shortly. I might even do an Amazon video here in a few minutes because we had some good Amazon deals posted today. Although I know at least one or two sold out, so I'm going to have to do some checking. Thanks for watching, guys.